recently my coin videos hadn't been particularly popular, weren't picking up in popularity as much as I had hoped. I decided to take a break from it, and then I also made the decision to go with something a little bit different. Now, to start off, I want to say that people who collect coins don't necessarily collect only coins; they often end up collecting other items as well. And in this case, this is an example of something that I have kept over the years, and as you can probably guess, it is a painting. And for those of you who are Star Trek fans, Trekkies or Trekkers, you may recognize this as being a picture of Mr. Spock. Now, for those of you who are not Star Trek fans, I'll just go over quickly. Star Trek is a TV series, science fiction. One of the main characters, in fact, I dare say Spock was the most popular character in the very first series in Star Trek, and which he played this. He was an alien, as you can tell by the pointed ears. That was one of the distinctive features of Mr. Spock. And when he was introduced on Star Trek and was decided on as a character, a few people raised concerns that people might complain of having a devilish-like character on the TV show. But seemed that few people complained, and Spock became probably the most popular character ever on the whole Star Trek series. If you're not familiar with Star Trek, and I know most of you probably are, but just in case you are not, of course, do check out Mr. Spock, not to be mistaken for Dr. Spock, in this case Mr. Spock, of the Star Trek original series. That was the first series that came out in the 1960s. What's interesting about this painting, though, is that if I move up a little closely, get the right light here, notice the style that was used on this painting. Close up, it looks like a bit like a jumble and not particularly artistic, but if you pull it back, then of course it becomes a lot clearer. The style of this is what I consider to be like a Van Gogh style. It was a style like Van Gogh had used around in the late 1880s. Is the style that Van Gogh used. And so close up it looks like a jumble, but further back the picture can be appreciated better. This particular portrait of Mr. Spock comes from an episode in the original series called Amok Time. He has his hands folded together there. It is referred to as being in a state of plaque tau. You'll have to go online, check out Star Trek episode Amok, A-M-A-M-O-K, Amok Time, to learn a bit more about what the story is behind it. So, this is my portrait of Mr. Spock. Now, I didn't paint this. As a matter of fact, my brother painted it. My oldest brother is a very talented artist, and but I don't think he does very much work. But he's definitely a very talented artist. And when he initially started painting it, I thought it was really interesting. And he didn't like it initially. He had started doing it in a different style, and he didn't like it, and he wanted to just paint over it and whitewash and try something else. But I begged him not to destroy it and to please finish it, and he decided to do something innovative and copied this Van Gogh style, and I think it really works well. And I suppose if Vincent Van Gogh had been around at the same time as the Star Trek TV series, who knows, he might have painted a picture of Mr. Spock just like this. This painting is not for sale. It is part of my private collection. I don't know who would buy it. It's a rather, I must admit, it's a rather unusual painting. I'm not sure even if it would sell if I put it up for sale, but it's not my intention to sell it. It is still part of my personal collection. It's something interesting. So there you have it, Mr. Spock, as painted by Vincent van Gogh, or if you're Japanese, Van Gogh is how they pronounce it. So thank you very much for watching, and of course, if you like this video, of course, please hit the like, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and of course, ring the bell to see any future videos that I might have. And thank you very much for watching.